I literally just realized I did not film an intro to this video before finishing it. Go me! I hate filming intros and outros, it's actually the worst step. But I've been busy as shit this month. It's finals month, I go to art school. So instead of trying to make a video and also working on my final project, I made a video of my final project. Kind of. In the end, there was a bunch of stuff I ended up cutting out because I just didn't feel like filming every little thing I did. Like either I didn't have a good angle or I just didn't feel like it or my phone was dying. But yeah, I tried to document it pretty well. I don't know, maybe I did. Okay, so I was searching the Bisqueware carts for my finished stuff. There was 4 full Bisqueware carts. Everyone has stuff they're doing right now because it was the end of the semester. So everyone has stuff going through the kiln. There was so much to look through. I couldn't find most of my stuff at first. But yeah, since everything was already bisqued, because this is actually kind of like the second part of a video, I did a video of me building and throwing stuff. It's like, I'll link it in the iCard if I figure that out. It's like not required to watch this video, it's just like, you know. So yeah, I had to stir up the glazes. Actually, the glazes at my school are so nice because so many people are using them all the time that you don't need to stir them too much. I hate stirring glazes. It's actually it's brutal. You have to stand there for minutes just stirring and it somehow manages to splash everywhere no matter how careful you are. But anyways, for this project I was trying to pour the glaze over top instead of dipping it into the big bucket of glazes, just to try get it a little bit thinner. It's still not perfect, but it's definitely a lot thinner than some of my earlier results. I'm not very confident in pouring glazes, so I'm very slow at it, but you still get a little bit more control when you're doing it. I don't actually know, this might be real-time video, it might not be. It looks real-time to me. I was having to be really careful with this because since I was doing it near the bottom, I don't want my pitcher to stick to the kiln shelf. Like if I get glaze on the bottom, once it melts, it will adhere it to the shelf, and I don't want to be the one scraping glaze off of the kiln shelf. That's not my idea of a good time. I just realized I didn't even introduce what this assignment is. So this is a pitcher made out of thrown cylinders. So like I threw a whole bunch of cylinders, which I then cut up to reshape and repurpose into a pitcher. It was a fun assignment. I never thought of using like a thrown cylinder like that. But beside the way that we were making the pitcher, we had free reign over literally everything. Like how big it was, how like mine was kind of the more geometric of the pitchers. A lot of them were very natural. And unfortunately with this glazing, I lost a lot of the texture I had from throwing, which was kind of the whole point of the assignment. Then I was dipping some bowls. I know I'd just been trying the pouring method, but I thought it'd be too hard to do on bowls. So, yeah. And by the way, this is black glaze, it's not red. It's deceiving, I know. Then I got out some of the stains we get to use, and I was practicing staining the face. It's not really a maquette, it's not like really a smaller version of my final project, but it was a version to test stuff out on. And then I was doing some patterning on top of my bowls and pitcher. This was basically just to test and see how well these designs will hold up when using a cone 6 glaze. Oh yeah, not only is the red glaze actually black, the white stuff is actually clear, but then the white on top of the clear on top of the black makes blue. Glazing is so fun. Somebody's pot was fired inside my bowl and it almost got stuck. I was so scared. But yeah, that's the result of the head. Not my favorite. And there's the result of my pitcher. The design really didn't work too well on it, which made me sad. It's still there a little bit, but I wish I'd done it thicker. Mostly lost the designs on these two, but it still looks cool, especially the second one. And there's the rest of my bisqueware out of the kiln. Okay, and I actually don't remember why, but I didn't film the process for everything that I made. Like there was a couple bowls I just didn't film for, and I'm not quite sure why. I don't know, but either way, I filmed most of them. But this is the glazing of my favorite bowl I made. It's got these little pine trees all over it. It's so cute. I love it so much. When I saw it out of the kiln, I almost forgot to take it because I thought it looked too good to be something I had made. Like, I just didn't bother picking it up to see if it had my name on it. But I'm very glad I did, because I love this bowl. And here's my least favorite bowl. It's my flower bowl. It was kind of like a last minute, I just wanted to throw something on this bowl to make it more interesting, but it ended up kind of mad looking. Which is too bad, because it's a fine bowl otherwise. But this couple of bowls I'm doing right now, I was doing them in yellow, green, and white glazes, and they're kind of meh. It's not my favorite. It was a backup for my final in case it exploded in the kiln the second time through, just to have something. And this is the final project I was scared of exploding, this big statue, which was too big to get a good view of or a good angle, because I didn't want to like move my camera around a whole bunch because this studio was full. There were so many people in there glazing and I did not want to inconvenience anyone. I was already like taking up so much space on the table with all my stuff. I just didn't want to be any more annoying than I already was. But yeah, these bowls didn't really work how I wanted them to. I was using technician glazes, which are glazes where they aren't the big buckets of glazes we have. They're little ones where the technician has just made small batches, and they're fine, but I should have done test pieces using them first because I was not sure how they were going to work. So I wasn't sure how thick or thin to apply them, if they would get the effect I wanted, and they really didn't, which was pretty sad. But that's sort of how it is with glazing, is you never know how it's going to turn out. You can have a perfect project and the glazing can just ruin it. And that's happened to so many projects this year, including most of mine. There's also a big chance I didn't stir the technician glazes enough because they are not used as often as the normal ones. So they could have been too thin or weird because I hadn't stirred them for long enough after grabbing them. Like, it very much is my fault that this did not turn out. It was just, I was like, I was in such a rush. It was the end of the semester, everyone is busy, I'm trying to get all my stuff to the kiln in time for in case everything goes wrong to somehow manage to fix it. And like, maybe that's not a good thing to do all my planning around the idea that I will inevitably fail, but it has not, like, it's been useful because I continue to fail. Anyway, here's some results. I don't think I filmed me doing this one, but it's a Christmas tree bowl. Look at the inside, but it has pinholes. I was so sad I can't eat out of it now. Here's this cool, like, candle holder thing. I don't know if the bottom is gonna go with the top. They sort of work, but it wasn't intended. There's my moth bowl. I actually didn't remember these were blue, not green. My cat bowl. Yeah, you can just see how the glazes weren't working out. But there it is, there's my favorite bowl. Oh my goodness, look at the trees, it's so cute. Except for the inside, but whatever. Ignore the fact that I'm showing this off in my window. My entire room is filthy because it's filled with stuff for like finals and shit. But safe to say the glazing didn't fucking work. I mean, my hopes were low, but they were at least a little bit higher than this, like, I don't know. But now I've got to go in with the acrylic paint and try and fix this so that it isn't a mess for critique day. I didn't record much of the painting process. It wasn't that thrilling. I was just like very distracted while I was doing it. I was spending half the time sketching and watching YouTube, so I only really recorded the process of the hair. I'm actually kind of happy that the glazing didn't work out because I ended up really loving the results of the paint. Like, they're not perfect. I'm not good at painting 3D forms, but still, it's like, it's cute. Ooh, and look at that. Here's the day of crit. Oh yeah, also I made a tiny Germa painting to go on it. I love that. But yeah, overall, I was so happy with the result of this. It's so cute. Okay, first of all, ignore how filthy my room is. It's finals month. I'm allowed to have a shitty, messy room, okay? I'm just allowed to. Anyways, I just got back from my finals critique for ceramics. Pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it went really well. It was like my first project I was actually proud of. I mean, it wasn't perfect. Ceramics is so not my strong suit. It's an interesting medium, but I think it's still the best of all the projects I did, and everyone else seemed to think that it was cute. They were a big fan. I matched my outfit to my statue. Hold on, let me try to show it off. Yeah, look at that, pretty cool. And also people were like, I mean, they didn't talk about it too much, but I'm pretty sure they liked my little painting I put on it. I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of the entire thing, the little painting. Probably because I'm better at painting than I am at clay. But yeah. But that was my final class for ceramics, so no more videos about clay. Yay! They don't perform well anyways. I'm not complaining. Unless I decide to do some at like the studio in my hometown. I have a membership there, which I might do some. But it's not like this where I was just making this video because I've been too busy to do anything else this month. But yeah. Normally as I'm doing like an outro, I would have my little statue and I'd be holding it up and be like, oh, thank you for watching the video. I don't have my statue. Either way, thank you if you made it all the way to the end. How do I make a heart? Yeah.